So Allegra Kent was here
Oh,
for one of our shows.
Yes.
And, you know, she's a really, of course, famous dancer. And we have this thing at the end, it's the finale. And all of a sudden we're dancing. And I know for me, I just feel this flower like hit me in the face. And she has this bag of like carnations or something, and she is in the front row, and it's not that far, and she is throwing these flowers at us with all her might, and it was kind of amazing because it's what they used to do for her.
Yeah.
So she wanted to kind of do it for us, and I think hands down
It
it was
my favorite.
Extremely
Actually, I
Yeah.
cried. Because I was like, who is this famous ballerina throwing flowers at us? Oh my god.
It was
It's
sweet.
awesome.
It was very sweet.
It was also funny because she was really chucking them.
Yeah.
She was really like, we were laughing and
Like we were
crying.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
That was my favorite.
And it is very old.
Yeah.
It's like an old ballet thing that I don't really see very much.
Never-
But I kind of wanted it to be part of the show. I was like,
Yeah.
can we like
Right,
release
right.
flowers or something? It felt like really cool. I was like, can we add this to the show?
Very Sophie.
Yeah.
But she loved it. I think she really thought the show was
She
good.
liked
And
the
it,
way that we brought it to life,
Right.
and with Miss Barbara's script, and
Right.
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's interesting when we have kids that actually dance. That come because they're so excited to be like, I know what you're doing.
Yes.
Like I know.
I've done that. I know
I know pliés.
Yeah, the terms, the words.
I go to this dance school and you're like, okay, cool, like awesome, because you're kind of just like, all right, like awesome.
That's
So
true. Yeah.
that's an interesting little portion.
And during the talk back, they're so cute. So they're just like, they look at Sophie and they're like, the dancers, and they're like, yeah. I don't remember what the question was, but that's my answer.
Sometimes as a performer that you feed off of when they get really excited and they're
Love
laughing
it.
and their high energy sometimes
Yeah.
really helps you because it is either early or just you're feeling like, oh, I don't know, and then you hear like them just, it helps you just really drive the show.
Them get really excited or laugh about something or be like, oh, and you're like, oh yeah.
Or new
That
times,
is
like
cool.
there's
Yeah.
times where you didn't
Right.
expect
Right,
it
that
to
is
be funny
cool.
and the kids are cracking up. You're like,
Right.
I didn't know that was
Funny.
Or they jump on stage when they're so excited
Yeah.
too, like especially like little ones because they want to get so close to really understand. I think that's also like, oh, like you're in it, like they're
Right.
so in it. So,
Right.
yeah,
It kind of reminds me of, I've been in New York for a couple of years now, and sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I'm in New York, and it's like wearing on me. And then you see the tourists who are so excited to be in the city, and they're taking pictures of everything, and they're freaking out. And so it kind of feels like that, in that we do the show over and over
Yeah.
and over. And these kids just bring so much new life to it every time because it's their first time
Their
seeing
first
it,
time.
and
Yeah.
they get so excited. And so that just like
that's
brings it back.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, it brings
It's
the
like,
magic
okay,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
you're a little tourist.
I love working with puppets. I really like Sophie a lot. I enjoy it because it's really fun to bring life to an inanimate object. It's fun to kind of give it something a character and make it come to life and breathe magic to it. And people and kids believe it. Like, it's amazing. They think she's totally alive to them off stage too. And just to kind of be that sort of magician that kind of has that like power and this illusion, it's like adding one more layer to the magic of theater. And to me, theater is super, super special magic we play in.
I think it has to make us more authentic since we don't use it, because children are such great readers of like people and like how authentic you're being. So if we approach it like it's not this magical thing that she is bringing to life, they're gonna be like, oh, it's just a puppet. Because kids are they're so in tune. I feel like they're not jaded yet. I hate to say it that way, but you know, and I think it also makes us take down that wall of imagination, like block. Because I think as you get older, you start to not lose it, but you become so engrossed in the real world that imagination isn't at the forefront. So now we have to immediately like tap into that imagination, and like there are moments where it's like, oh yeah, that is a puppet, you know, because the way she's doing it and how in tune she is with it, you start to really get into it.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Emily has done such a fantastic job with Sophie that Sophie has become personified for me. Like, we talk about her like she is a cast member, and during the show, we're looking at Sophie's eyes.
She's in a dressing room.
Not she's the star.
She is a driver.
But yeah, I mean, we're interacting with Sophie because Emily really has brought her to life. She has a personality. She has emotions, and
She's her own person.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually partner with Sophie, so we have to make it look like it's the Swan more than Emily. I don't even find myself really, like you said, we look at Sophie's eyes, it's like, I think now, at the beginning I had trouble, I would look at you and, you know, but now it's really, you do just look right at Sophie's face, and there's a lot of time you have to just, you do a lot of interaction with the Swan puppet, and Emily's just there manipulating it, and it just becomes another thing.
She's totally real.
Yeah,
She lives. And like at the end of the run, when I put her in the box last year, I was like, I'm sad. I'm gonna miss her, but I didn't know we'd see her again. So